Recording in progress.
All right. Is everybody ready already?
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Let's go.
All right. Let's hit it. Hello, and welcome. You found your way to our humble little podcast. This is Atlantis After Dark, the greatest place in all of cyberspace. The average penis is 6 inches long. The average vagina is 8 inches deep. That means in New York City, there are over 300 miles of unused pussy. I'll tell you guys what, I'm ready to go already. You guys are too. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it and meet today's all-stars. Warming up in the bullpen. Last week, he went into a brothel with only $5. The madam looked at him and said, "All I can give you for that is a wax job." He said, "What the hell is a wax job?" She said, "Look, do you want it or not?" So he went up to the room, took off his pants, and waited. Then the hooker came in the room, and she led him to the window. She laid his cock on the windowsill, and then slammed the window shut so hard that wax flew out of his ears. It's Biff by Adam West. That was stupid. Oh my God. That was terrible. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, that's, you know what? You made me laugh because I was thinking of one of my favorite scenes in a movie, Beer Fest, when they drive down under a bridge, and there was a bunch of male prostitutes that were homosexual, and they were saying, "This much for a BJ, this much for," and they're going through this whole list of prices, and he goes, "And this much for a ZJ." And the guy looks at me and goes, "What's the ZJ?" And he goes, "If you have to ask, big man, you can't afford it."
Oh, you know the fun. I've never seen Beer Fest, but I love Tacoma FD. I love Tacoma FD. What a great show!
Oh God, Beer Fest is an absolute cult classic. Obviously, right up my alley.
Well, maybe I'll have to sit. I've never thought to watch it before, but maybe I'll do that this afternoon while I'm rebirthing Fools on my phone. Maybe I'll throw it on.
I watch it every New Year's Eve. It's a New Year's Eve tradition for me.
Oh, nice. I'll check it out. I'll tell you what, Biff. I'll check it out today. I'll let you know. All right. Okay. You've convinced me. You officially could. It doesn't happen often, but I don't get convinced very often to watch movies.
It is a cult classic.
All right. I'll do it. Thanks for being on the show today, buddy. We are glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
And next up, he's the sorcerer supreme of cyberspace. He was walking with his young son through the fields one day when he saw a pair of cows fucking. The young son asked, "Dad, what are those two cows doing over there?" He was embarrassed and didn't know what to say, so he stammered out, "The cow on top hurt his hoof, and the one on the bottom is helping him back to the barn." The kid says, "Yeah, that's the way it is these days. You try and help someone and you get fucked." It's Retpmus. What's happening, Big Kahuna?
Oh, not much. That's a pretty good one today.
Yeah.
Made me laugh. I liked it. Glad to be here. Even though it's winding down close to the end, still get to enjoy it and have some fun.
That's right. That's all we do. We have fun. That's what we like to do.
Exactly.
Why bother with anything else? That's what I say. All right. Welcome to the show, buddy.
All right.
Last but not least, from the hidden isle of Themyscira. The other day, she was pulled over by the cops. The patrolman asked to see her license and registration, but he was more captivated by her cleavage. He handed her the papers and then started to unzip his pants. And then she said, "Oh no, not another breathalyzer test." It's Witty Amazon. What's happening out there on Paradise Island?
It's all good. Glad to be here. I think this week you've got your mojo bag again.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not quite done yet. I got one more to go here.
You got better. You got better.
I did get better. I got slightly better. I tried. I don't know.
I thought you were hard on yourself last week.
Really?
I wasn't on the show, but I listened and I thought it was better than they gave you credit for.
Well, thank you, Biff. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But we'll forward it. You know, for a while I was almost wondering to myself if I should even keep doing jokes at the intro. And that's another thing. Maybe I'll pose this now. Should I keep doing intro jokes even though we're done with Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, it's it's the brand. This is our brand.
Roger that. All right.
It's
so
the same. It's the same reason why when you took a break and we had some few shows without you, we didn't do jokes because we said that's AB. That's him.
We've got Retpmus. He's a fucking joke meister.
I know, but we decided as a tribute to you.
Okay.
We discussed it, and as a tribute to you, not to do it because it just didn't feel right.
Very good. Very good. Well, anyways, welcome, Witty. Welcome to the show. And today we have a special guest with us. He tells me that he had a very traumatic childhood. He tells me that his dad had a lot in common with Nemo from that Disney film. And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, they both can't be found. It's Kal-El. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey, guys.
Not too shabby. Fellow Gator in the house.
Yes, sir.
I'm all for that. I'm all for that. What's it feel like to be on your first episode of AAD, buddy?
I'm quite excited, a little nervous, looking forward to it. I apologize I couldn't make it last week, but something that kind of been on the bucket list, that I give it a try, and here I am.
That's right. And we're damn glad to have you, and we're damn glad to have a discussion with you today. And by the way, for those of you who aren't or have not been on AAD yet, we're opening this up to anybody who's not been on the show. So if you've been on the show before, don't go asking. But if you have been on the show before, don't go it. But if you have not been on the show before and you want a guest on the show, you have limited time. You've only got, are we doing a show next week? I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe we're doing a show next week. I don't know. If we get enough guest requests, yeah, we do a fucking show next week. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Might
as well.
Do
it every day, every week. Do it
every day.
Yeah, that's it. Every day.
Every fucking day. Here's your daily DCL content.
Yeah. Oh God. That's what everyone. That's all the comments we get on YouTube is, hey, could you do this more often?
Right. Son of a bitch. All right. Welcome to the show, Mr. Kal-El. We are damn glad to have you. And I think that rounds out our panel today. That being said, let's hit the gong and get into some DCL. And I want to talk a little bit about those raids. Gosh, I'll start off by saying that I didn't try, but I did more than I usually do. And I finally got the experience of getting the out of sync error. I finally got the full experience of playing a DC Legends for years and years and years. I never got booted because I was the head of the alliance, right? So I never knew what that felt like until this raid, and they had to boot me finally because I suck.
And by the way, it has happened to alliance leaders.
Oh, has it?
Just has never happened to our alliance leader. Oh. I was lucky enough to avoid it during my time.
Yeah.
You never had to deal with it, but it has happened to boss leaders.
Right. Yeah. Well, then I guess I am extremely fortunate. Sucks. Yeah, that really sucks, because how do you do that?
There's just nothing to do. You just sit there and wait until raids are over.
You sit there and wait for Steve to get off his ass?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but anyways, I mean, the raids aren't over, but they're pretty much over. I don't know, Biff, are you going to do your usual shout outs tonight? Your little last hurrah, or are you going to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's been something our group has been asking for a long time in our recognition that I will do for the first time today.
Pictures of you in a thong?
So I'll leave that for the, no. No one wants this. No one's been clamoring for that. That's up there with daily AAD episodes.
Oh boy. No. Good. So what else? What else about these raids can we say? They were raids. They weren't hard. I mean, yeah, it was sluggish, but I expected that because everybody's probably pinging the damn thing at the same time, constantly. We had a lot of people that were actually trying to finish out the raids for bragging rights. We had a pretty good showing, I think, for the last raid in all of DCL. What say all of you? How do you guys feel about the last raid?
I don't know. For me, this was the first one that I actually didn't try that hard. I mean, I've attacked more alliance bosses, I think, just because of the XP mats. No, nothing more than that. Because it doesn't mean anything if we finish 24 or 20 or 25. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
And climbing all of the solos, it doesn't even matter anymore because we've got all those resources now. So
Yeah.
just a chill weekend, and hanging out with our alliance teammates, and hopefully finishing up our rosters, and that's it. That's the only goal.
That's it. Yeah, they gave us a lot of goodies, and we'll talk about that in just a bit. But
yep.
Where are we? I was going to log in.
I didn't even do individuals. So
yeah. Nor I.
Alliance.
Oh, I think I did like a handful of things to help other people out if they were doing alliance bosses or individual bosses, but I don't think I attacked.
I did a few for XP mats, but they weren't enough, especially on the first 2 days. So at a certain point, I decided to quit because it wasn't worth my time. So I did a few today and more of the alliance bosses because they give them more XP mats. So that's it.
Yeah. I have a few alliance bosses I want to hit tonight too, but
yeah, that's all that I did, and I was running energy through Node 8 in the normal mode exclusively for the XP mats. I didn't run any matches for any of the other upgrade events, just so I can get my roster to as close to 80 as I can. I'm pretty close, but I need a whole lot of XP mats, everything else I have. So
yes, that's where Biff and I were kind of lucky in that aspect. We already had our rosters already pretty much maxed out. Well, he had his, and I had 5 to go. So we didn't have to deal with the XP shortage. Thank goodness, because that's what I hear everybody. Now, probably tomorrow or next week, it'll be like, oh, unlimited XPs, rank 5.
You think so?
They might.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's a possibility. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out.
I mean, there still were some characters that aren't available, even though we had all those packs.
Yeah.
But they'll have sales. They may be different packs because these ones have a time limit, I think. So.
Oh, do they? Yeah. I didn't see a time limit.
3 days. 3 days.
Oh, do they? Okay.
3 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except RB crystals is the whole month.
Yeah.
Oh, you can farm those unlimited?
Yeah.
Okay.
All month long.
Okay. Good.
You can go nuts.
Because you know that everybody.
I have 10,000, so I think I'm
10,000. You know everybody's taking as many toons as they can to RB5. So if you're going to play competitively in the game, you're probably going to have to do the same thing.
I'm not doing anything.
No.
With it. No. I look at those, and by the way, don't take this as me saying anyone that does go nuts is wrong, because I've always said I don't tell anyone how to enjoy a mobile game. But I look at the RB5 thing especially as something that I look at as an accomplishment, as an accomplishment over time. And I've just RB'd. I did whatever packs got me 20 RB crystals because I was down to 3. I RB5'd Eclipso and RB5 Scarecrow because from RB4 that they both sat at for 3 years because they've never gotten a sale other than a 20 to 40 limit 5. Thank you very much. So I did take those 2 because that was kind of my DCL, swan song.
Right.
But I'm not going to take someone to RB5 just to do it.
That's what I did.
But yeah, they had to be on my list. And I had to be somewhere near close to RB5 already to even consider them. The only one I think I'm going to do now is Monkey Prince, just because I love playing with them so much.
Right.
But even people like Question and stuff, no, I'm not taking them. Even ones I use. I just look at it. I look at RB5 as an accomplishment, and I don't want to feel like, I'm just inflating my roster at the end.
I get that.
Like someone like Witty doing all the Amazons. That's awesome. Like if I had any of my favorites that weren't RB5, I would do it. But I've already done all my favorites to RB5. So I just took my last 2 and then just said, let everyone else have fun, but I'm not going to change the way my roster looks, at a free for all.
I did all the Amazons because I had 2 or 3 already done, and I had 2. I mean, missing like 500 chars or something like that, and I had the chance to do it, and fuck it, let's do it. Why not have all of them?
Yeah.
And by the way, I fully
support.
support that.
Yeah.
I fully support that. I just don't, I don't know what the point is of not doing your favorites and just RBing just to RB.
Yeah,
Well, I'll tell you.
I'm just taking RB5, some of my favorite characters, and like I said, I had Wonder Girl and Donna Troy missing like 500 charge each. So why not do it? Because I would do it eventually if we continued the game. So
that's the point right there. That's what I said to myself. I will do this if these were characters I have earmarked for RB5 if the game continued. Like I was never going to RB5 the question. So I'm not going to do it now. I was never going to RB5.
Not even Batman Who Laughs, who's been a big surprise during this raid. I did Lois. I had her, I think, sitting on RB4. I think, and we know that Batman Who Laughs has been the most efficient toon this raid, but I couldn't bear to do it because it would take the specialness away from all the other characters, and it wouldn't make sense. I did put a few golden borders on some favorite characters, but the ones that actually mean something to me and have meant something to me during all the years I played the game were the only ones I RB5'd. I have no intentions of doing the whole roster because then it wouldn't mean anything to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you what I did, speaking of, things that you want to do with your RB5s, I actually did this. I went through, and these are going to surprise you guys maybe. I did RB5 Batgirl. I did an RB5 RB5 Dr. Fate.
Yes.
And I did an RB5 Coda. And I did an RB5 Shazam. Nice. And I'm doing all RB5s of all your guys' favorite tunes so that I can have them all right there. That's what I'm doing with my RB5 crystals. And I've got...
that's so nice.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I've got one more to... I was in the middle of building because I didn't have all the shards for them yet, but Killer Croc, I want to do that for Miss Junk. And who is Hate Mails? Like, the fuck? Does he even count anymore? Starfire. That's it.
She's got a new skin.
Oh, that's right.
She finally has a good skin.
I liked Black Canary's new skin.
I didn't even know there were new skins. Like, see these pick. Who else got them so I can look to see what they look like?
Look at Superman and Coda. I think Catwoman got one. Black Canary, Aquaman.
They're all gold.
They were all in the same pack. Yeah.
They're gorgeous looking skins. Some of the best looking skins they put out.
Yeah, these are some of the best. Yeah.
So they had all this stuff already done. I wonder when they were going to release this.
These fucking jokers.
They were sitting on them,
There was a lot that they were sitting on, and they could have released those as actual new characters. So they wanted some of them with no trouble.
Yeah.
I think this shows you how probably sudden the decision was.
Yeah,
probably.
Because if they knew this, if they knew this months in advance, they probably would have started rolling these things out earlier.
Yeah,
agreed.
That's true. But you said earlier on that I want to go back to this for just a little bit. But you said that Batman Who Laughs was the MVP of this raid, and I personally agree because that's who I used at the very first day one boss. And thankfully, I'm too lazy to change my comps. Because Biff caught me hitting alliance bosses and he's like, hey, AB, what are you using? You're putting up some serious damage on that. Well,
Well, when Question and Lois are losing MVPs for me, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is AB doing 80 million in damage and I'm doing 40?
That's right.
You were doubling my output with RB5 Lois on a blue boss. And I'm just like, what the hell's going on around here?
Yeah, I mean, and I didn't have an RB, I had a L5 Batman Who Laughs and an RB2 Atro. I mean, it was just...
That's all mine is.
Yeah.
Mine are both L5, but I've been using Question Batman Who Laughs. But...
Right.
When you RB characters like Hippolyta, you can watch her shield and her sword shrink down to like nothing and like go behind her back and then grow again and come right back on her hands. It's kind of weird. you get a chance, rebirth her just to see that. It's different.
I need shards. Like, I don't know why her shards weren't in the Amazon pack, but you know.
I know,
she
right?
wasn't.
No.
She's the regular packs, so you can have her easy.
Okay.
I don't see a black canary skin. Well, the most recent is Starfish.
Go and buy the. Did you go buy the pack? Did you go buy the pack?
Do you have to buy it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100. Yeah, it's 100 gems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No,
it's so expensive.
Yeah, no, I just looking down at my 1.5 billion.
I think it's called fresh.
Was
it fresh from the oven? Yeah, fresh from the oven.
Yep.
The first one, 300 or 100. Yeah,
I think it's got the Zatanna hat.
Nothing says loving like something from the
Oh,
oven.
okay. I see it.
Yeah, Black Canary, I think hers looked really awesome.
Oh, I gotcha.
And
Yeah.
Superman was like, it's hard to beat that one.
Martian Manhunter, Superman, Aquaman, Batman, Cape Crusader, Canary, Catwoman, Starfire, Coda.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Coda's too. Her the black helmet looks really nice.
It does.
so
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, and it gives you 500 shards of all.
I know.
Wonderful. Just
Yeah.
what I needed.
Get what you need, man. I mean, look,
No.
excess shards at this point is just that.
Look, they should have had the little thing. Buy 10, but what? No, buy 11 packs to RB5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only 11 packs.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And Kel got to do all the super characters, right?
I did. I have rebirth. Well, I've done more than that, but to Biff's point, I finished the ones that I was most proud of with Supergirl and Darkseid. So that put me at about 6 or 7. And then I went in and all the characters I like to play with, I did those. So I've done all the Kryptonians. I've done one each of an Amazon, of a Batman, of a Flash, of a Shazam. So similar to what AB was talking about. So that's about where I'm gonna end. I'm trying to get the rest of the roster to 80. We'll see how that goes, but it's gonna be a slow grind because I've got everyone to 70. I've got about half the roster to go to 80, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I find myself in a similar situation, and I guess I've just agreed with myself that if they're on level 70, they're stuck on level 70. Unless I get an enormous shitload of mats, I'm not farming for mats. You know, I
wish I could share my mats. I have fucking 40,000 level 5s.
Yeah.
Sell your mats in the mat exchange.
When you stepped away, I was talking about that's where we were lucky. You had all yours done.
Yeah.
And I only had 5 to go. And I would have had, if I had like one more month to go before this happened, I would have had all mine at level 80 and everyone at L5 minimum, not counting my 20 plus rebirth.
Like, that's the thing. So when this all happened, when they opened the floodgates and I was able to L5 everyone, I was at about 35 left to go to have everyone L5, 80, max ringed, done. L5 or above. And then they opened the floodgates on the gems so we could continuously buy the legendary essence. And I did all the 35 left on L5. But I still view it in my head as I probably fell 25 characters short of everyone being L5. Because if they didn't open up all those free gems, I was probably going to do about 10 more. I had about 400,000 already legendary essence built up, and I probably would have done about maybe 4 more this raid and maybe 2 more others. So I look at myself as falling 25 short of that goal, even though I hit it.
Hey, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, you did awesome on it. I RB'd everybody that I really wanted to. So even if we didn't get anything to RB5, I was happy. I mean,
yeah,
I just did.
And by the way, to Witty's point, I am going to give some gold borders out, but just RB1. I'm gonna do Mira.
Yeah.
I'm going to do Mira, Tula, like ones that I had on my list to give a gold border to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just not going. I'm not going hog wild.
Understand.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of the roster I built, and I don't want that to be.
Oh yeah.
Look any different than
you shouldn't tarnish
really
that
should.
either. Yeah, you shouldn't tarnish that.
Last night I did go through an RB5, the BIFF's famous evasion team. So I now have one of those.
Nice.
And ran it through red alerts and didn't lose a single character. So it works. It only took me 7 years to figure it out. But yeah,
Boy, there's still red alerts.
Yeah.
I didn't even know red alerts was still a thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting out of the wire. But I'll tell you what, I mean, I don't know if I speak for everybody, but I speak for myself when I say that, look, the gesture is well appreciated. After all these years of playing in DCL, it has allowed me to almost recomplete my roster. If you remember, I was gone for a little over a year. And all these gem pack sales or character sales, I'm down to like 3 now. 3 that I don't have. 3 team members that are probably never going to come my way unless they open shop sales for them here.
You'll have sales. I think
so?
I have 3 that I need shards for. Dawnstar.
Yeah.
And it was Icon, and there's another one. I think a recent character that I don't have. So I'm hoping for some sales along the way just to L5 everybody.
Yeah, let me see who I have because I'm, who are the?
I mean, there was characters like Fire.
Oh, Cyclone. Mine is Cyclone. Yeah, Cyclone,
yeah.
Icon, and Dawnstar. That's the 3 I've been missing.
Wizard
They have everyone
Shazam,
complete.
Icon, and who is this? Dawnstar? Yeah, those are the 3 I don't have. So
Wally
So did-
RB5'd Icon. Or was it Icon or was it some? Oh, no, Mr. Terrific. Excuse me.
Yeah, was Icon released in just a month? No one was paying attention because I don't have him L5 either. He's the last one.
I think
He was the free toon
Was?
that
Mhm,
month,
okay.
and
Yeah.
the reset trick didn't work for me. So
did it
what
not
happened.
work or did you miss it?
no, it did. It didn't work. It reset,
Oh.
and I didn't get the shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
No worries.
The Martian Manhunter skin I like a lot.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
the next one.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Marty's got a good one there.
We're gonna parade it this month. It's what's really gonna be about this whole month.
Yeah, I agree.
I think sales in this game would have been boosted so high if things like this were done a little bit more instead of bottlenecking the resources as much as they did.
Yeah, that's a common complaint. I think that, throughout all the years that I think all of us have played this, and, well, at this point, I don't know it really matters, but
Right. It doesn't.
yeah, I mean, but yeah,
No, it doesn't.
it is what it is.
By the way, I just found one on my RB5 just for the fuck of it.
Joker
Oh,
damage
my-
goods?
No, I was gonna.
No.
This person I was
look in
gonna
the
go
chat,
RB.
AB.
I was gonna go
Oh.
RB3 with this person. It was on my list, but you know what? I'll just go RB3. But Kilowog,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kilowog, I think I had him on my list to go to RB3, so I think I'll just do RB3 with him. I'm not gonna do anyone RB5 that I didn't plan to do RB5.
I got you.
And I've been planning Scarecrow and Eclipso for 3 years.
Yes, you have.
without a sale. They were RB4 3 years ago.
I RB5 damaged goods.
I did too.
Hey,
Just for
but
shits and giggles.
I think I was the first RB1 him.
I just put my Scarecrow to RB1 just for Biff. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
There he
Right there,
is.
live on the air.
In all his glory.
Scarecrow.
So now who knows what
His new
people are doing
skin's
right
kinda
now,
cool.
but prior to this, there were only 2 RB5 Scarecrows. It was Gray Jay from the Orchard Sanctuary, Tootie from AAD, and I'm guessing I was the 3rd, but who knows now.
Yeah.
And by the way, before they opened the floodgates last night or the night before or whatever they did it, they put out, the data miners put out all the sales for October. That's like probably 10 times the amount of normal sales there
Yeah.
are. And in October, they didn't even have a Scarecrow sale. I was like, I just gave them the middle finger right there. I'm like, those fucks. They couldn't even have given me a Scarecrow on October 31st.
They should have
that's
won,
fucking-
I know.
Halloween month, man.
Yeah.
It should have been the classics like Grundy and Scarecrow and all the
Joker and-
supernatural.
yeah.
Yeah.
3 straight Octobers I've been waiting for the fucking Scarecrow sale.
Wow.
Yeah. You do
It's
it
kinda
one
messed up.
time and that's it. But so that's maybe kind of a nice segue since we're all talking a little bit about some of our favorite tunes. I want to get each one of you guys' opinions because I think it matters, and I think it matters how we play this game. But I want to start with Kal-El, and I want to ask you, and maybe I'm putting you on the spot here, but if you had 3 favorite characters in this whole game, who might they be? And there's no ties or anything like this. It's got to be 3. You can't have like it's a tie between Flash and Batman Who Laughs and fucking Superman. You can't have that. Just 3 characters.
3 favorite characters go. Well, of course, Superman. That's just a given.
Yep.
I would say, I would say probably Connor Kent. They're all going to be Kryptonians.
Oh, okay.
And then I would probably go with Lois.
Right. I sense a
Those
theme.
are probably my 3 favorite that I use. I use them often, and I was a little disappointed in myself that I didn't get Lois to RB5 until last night, but that's okay. I ran her at RB2 for the longest time, and she was fantastic then as well. But those would probably be my 3 favorite characters, and then of course Connor Kent got broken towards the end, but fantastic characters to use.
Nice. That's a good. Is Lois a Kryptonian?
She's
And
Amazonian.
Is she?
Oh,
Yeah,
she
she's
is,
Wonder
right,
Woman.
sorry. She is.
Okay.
Yeah, because
But
she's
close
pulled
enough.
from the All-Star
She's from the-
Superman run. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's what you call a twofer.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's a twofer. So you did kind
My
of script
bad.
a twofer. Yeah. So
No, I think that counts.
yeah, no, it definitely counts. I think that's a great list. Is it just for your own personal enjoyment, or did you really get a lot out of the tunes? I'm assuming you got a lot out of Lois. I think all of us get a lot out of Lois. But
Yeah, well, for
Except
me,
this
it was,
raid.
yeah, except this way.
exactly. I would say that for me, I like Superman just because he was my first RB5
Right.
character, and it took me forever. He didn't have quite the luck that Biff had with Scarecrow, but it did take a while for them to have sales and for me to have the resources to get him there. And then Connor Kent, I really liked using him when I was running TOL. He was a very Swiss Army type character that can take out many characters, and with this can't miss. So those are probably the 3 biggest use cases that I have. I really enjoyed using them, and I still use them fairly often today, depending on what mode I'm playing on. So yeah, those are probably my top 3 favorites that I played.
Nice. Very nice. Good selection, by the way. Retpmus, what about you?
I would have to go, of course, Dr. Fate, my absolute favorite. Solomon Grundy is a very second. I mean, sometimes I enjoyed playing him more than I did Dr. Fate. It was very close between those 2 for number 1 spot for me. And I would say the third one, it was really hard to say a definitive third one because there's so many. Well, not really. There's 6 total on my list that I absolutely love to play the most. But I would have to probably say Connor would be my third because I just like a lot of what Kyle was saying. He was a fantastic tune, and he just proved who the best Superboy was.
He's right.
Let's not get hasty
Hey,
calling opinions facts.
yeah. Well, you know what? You can one-on-one them against each other, and he will beat your Superboy's ass every time. I'm sorry. He'll just stun the shit
red
out of him.
versus a green.
Yeah, he'll just stun you because he's faster. He'll
Yeah, but
stun you.
I can stun.
Yeah, but he'll stun you first. It's over. Yep.
My
you don't get shot.
RB5 John is pretty tanky.
My RB5 Connor's pretty daggone tough.
Wow. I think you guys should get it on. I think you should throw it down, find each other.
I would be happy to have Retpmus go first in an RB5 Connor versus an RB5 John fight, and I would be very confident in my ability to win that.
But see, Connor will stun every turn. Yours doesn't.
So are you saying that I would never get a turn?
You would not get a turn.
Okay, well, if I would not get a turn, I would admit I would lose. because without Batgirl, I can't win without getting a turn.
Right.
With Batgirl, I can win without getting a turn.
Yeah. 1-on-1. I want to see it.
That, if I don't get a turn 1-on-1, I lose.
Right. But I want to see it, so make it happen. Put it on YouTube, and I want to parade that shit.
Well, by the way, if we find each other on our board, we can actually set that up.
I know.
I haven't played PvP for so long; it'd probably be hard to find each other.
You're both down there swimming with the bots.
That's it. That's funny.
Oh boy. Well, if you do manage to find each other, that'll be awesome. But
yeah. Well, like I was saying, Biff, you got to think of it like this. Your Connor is 1/3. I mean, my Connor is 115 speed, and your Superboy's 113. So I get the first hit.
Right.
So I can stun you first hit, and then just keep doing it. Just keep attacking. I don't think you could get. I don't think you'd be able to get a shot in there. If it was just a strictly one-on-one.
If we ever see, I might have a chance because of what the computer decides to go with.
Right.
If he doesn't stun me, because not every movie has stuns.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first ability with Connor, of course, he's not going to be able to stun you on his 1. So the very first move you have to would attack with his 3. And then as soon as he attacks with his 3, then he would do his double hit, with his 1, which is going to, build up his strength ups, which will stun. You'll never get a shot after that.
I know I am on an island with the John versus Connor camp. And by the way, love Connor.
Yeah.
I will not, we won't, we certainly won't be talking about him in my top 3, but love him.
That skin is awesome, isn't it?
Oh, I hate that skin. Oh my God. I still have him in his little cat suit because I can't stand that punk rock look.
I like,
but that's just me.
Who was it? Robin, the Damien, that one skin they gave
him. Oh
him.
yeah.
That one looked really cool.
It is a cool skin. I rock that one.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite ones for the younger guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta love skins with characters you can't play with.
Yeah.
It's pretty to look at.
No, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biff, what do you think? What are your 3 favorite tunes out of the whole game?
Well, we won't have any crossover. I know that.
Right
on. Yeah, I mean, obviously my number 3 is Jessie Quick. She's, like one of the things I worked really hard at the beginning is try to find, having all 3 affinities represented in a great evasion comp. And the thing that's awesome about Jessie Quick is she gives evasions to everyone else with her first move. And not her first move, but the first move I do with her, which helps protect everyone. And she's as a speedster, she's fast. So we dump evasions on top of evasions that Batgirl gives right away. And she hits like a fucking truck. There's no green or red that can survive her 3. Maybe like a cyborg Superman might be like the only character in the game that could take her 3 without going down at RB5. She's one of those characters that benefits greatly from high rebirth. My number 2 is Eclipso. He is the blue Harley Quinn. His 3 is as devastating to greens and blues as Jessie Quick's is to her affinities. His 3 is crazy. He never gets hit. And what's great about Eclipso is all those green can't miss characters are all completely fucking neutralized. Because he gets hit, but nothing happens. So you have like Cyborg Superman hit Eclipso, and it's like he just swats him away and says, okay, you didn't miss, but you didn't do any damage. The only thing, and this is to go back to the Connor and John debate, The only thing is you have to, with Eclipso, you cannot take him to a Connor tent fight. That's the only downside of Eclipso. Everything else, I could take him to a Deadshot hired gunfight. I could take him to a red no can't miss. I just can't take him against Connor because it just doesn't work out. And then number one is Batgirl. I don't think people really realize how good a character she is, especially at high RB. The most underrated thing about Batgirl is when people miss, she retaliates with can't miss before your characters also retaliate, but she retaliates with can't miss and buff stripping and heals the team. So where this comes in is versus the Atro meta, when you have Atro, Supergirl, Spectre, and Brainiac or whatever. When that first hit comes in from Supergirl, what happens is she's going to get a piece of Batgirl, and she might get a piece of Jesse Quick, but at RB5, unless Supergirl is RB5, they'll both survive. And then over time, as the other members start to miss, Batgirl heals Jesse Quick and Batgirl back up to full power. So the healing aspect of Batgirl is really underrated and people don't talk about a lot, but she does everything. Can't miss, heal, retaliate, can't miss, retaliate. Like, Batgirl's my number one, and it's not just because she's my favorite character. She's my favorite character to play with in the game.
She's got strong selfie game too.
She's what?
I said she's got strong selfie game too.
Oh God! Yeah. And by the way, that's where I miss. I really wish one of my wish list items that never came true was that they went back to animations on 2 times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, one time my wife was watching me play on one, and I played on one time because I wanted her to see the animations. She goes, "Did she just take a selfie?" So yeah, that's.
So I have a quick question for you guys. Maybe you might know it. What is the symbol that's on all the new skins? It looks like the sun in the middle and 2 half moons on each side.
Isn't it the yellow lantern symbol?
No, it's not the yellow lantern
No?
symbol. No, it doesn't look like it. This is a circle with 2 half moons, and it's on like all those golden skins. I was wondering
The
if
one that
any,
just came out?
yeah, I was wondering if everybody knows what that symbol's from.
I didn't even notice it. Let me look.
If you, Retpmus, I would have bet if you didn't know what it was, no one else did.
I don't know. It's like maybe like
Yeah.
some god mode or something. I don't know what it means. So I was just seeing if any of you guys
Like
knew.
that gold scarecrow one was definitely
Yeah.
I thought that was a trick question,
yellow
by the
lantern.
way. I was just hoping that was the case, but
Here's like a
anyways.
zoom in of what I'm talking about. I
right.
sent it in.
No, I see that. Yeah, it's the little circle half moon thing. I don't know. Maybe it's Despero. I know. But that's
all
the
you
character we
nerds
never
out,
got. In the
all you
game.
nerds out there,
Let us know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lurkin
us
will
out.
know.
Yeah, lurking.
Yep,
that's
that's it. That's
the
it.
nerd signal. It's in the sky.
Witty.
Hey, Biff, but doesn't Scarecrow have the same symbol in it? The new skin?
No,
It's
that's
a
a
yellow
yellow
lantern.
lantern.
Yeah.
They're
It's
different.
That's
a
a yellow
okay.
lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Witty.
Which, by the way, I like the look of that skin, but I don't like
Yes.
Scarecrow
Yeah.
as a yellow lantern, so I didn't use it. I have my normal Scarecrow skin
Witty, what's your top
because I know
three?
I know the audience was
every
really
time.
curious to see what skin my RP5 Scarecrow uses.
Oh. All right. I'll try again. Witty. Give us
Sorry.
your top 3 there.
Well, first of all, let me settle the debate between Retpmus and Biff. Connor is the best Superboy, so no no questions asked. And I think Biff really is standing alone in
Yeah.
I haven't found
Superboy
too many
Island.
people along with me.
But for my 3 favorite characters, I'm gonna go with something different here because you all know I die for all the Amazon characters, and I love to have them all RB5. I do love my Justice League characters like Flash, Superman. You know that. So I went with something different when you asked it. For me, 3 characters that allowed me to have a lot of fun in this game were 3 leaders with very specific utility sets. Nightwing after his rework, Red Hood with his turn meter control, and John Constantine because the revive teams were always super fun for me. With those 3 leaders, I did build some very fun comps that I would just use for shits and giggles, even if I didn't want to compete for anything in PvP. Those 3 leaders have very specific abilities that made me enjoy the game a lot. And when Cersei was released, I was using Constantine and her with the revive team. I mean, it was amazing. And Nightwing's rework was one of the very best in the game, and it rekindled my passion for the game. So I'm gonna go with those 3.
Nice, nice picks. The thing I liked about all of that is that all of them were so different for different reasons. You know, and it's just a testament to how you guys play the game and how well everybody plays the game here. And that's, you know, that's what it's about. Play the fucking game.
Hey, I got an update. Boomstam just posted in the channel. He said it's from the Witching Hour story, and it's the symbol of the goddess Hecate.
All right.
Is this being broadcast live?
No, I just asked. I just
no,
asked.
like, how did Boomstam know we were asking
He's
this
got
question?
psychic
No,
powers.
nerds are texting live.
Yeah. So he let me know what the symbol was on top of her.
Okay, I was just
her
like, whoa. We got a
Oh.
live stream going right now?
No, that'd be great though. Maybe we should
we
do
got
it
one.
live.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do another live
Yeah, we
show
did it.
before
We did it once.
Yeah, we did it once. Yeah, we should do another
We'll do
one.
I'm up for it.
We'll do another one here soon. Yeah, especially before the game closes. But no, I really liked.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, no, that's a bad day. I was going to say we could do it on October 31st at reset, but just see what the fuck happens. But I'm sure people have better things to
Do
do
it
on
live?
Halloween with their children.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we probably still could do that. We could send it out. We could take Tuesday night, and is that Tuesday night? Wednesday night? It's Retpmus' birthday. He should know it.
Tuesday.
That's what I thought. Tuesday night. We'll think about it. Maybe we'll not. Maybe we won't.
I'll be busy putting razor blades in Reese's.
Mm.
No, that's a
better
joke,
watch what you
people.
say.
I'm just kidding.
I'm surprised you didn't say Christmas shopping, but hey, they already got all the Christmas decorations out here up. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Walked into Sam's Club the other day. It looked like fucking the North Pole.
Yep.
What the hell is going on?
I haven't been into a
It's
store
not even
lately.
Halloween yet.
Oh my God. It isn't Halloween yet. There's already Christmas crap up.
Right. That's what I mean.
Fuck's sake.
Crazy.
They got to make that money.
Yeah. You got to make
Yeah,
their
it's like
money, all right.
like 2 months ago. I bought a 12-pack of Sam Adams Oktoberfest
Mm.
in the middle of the summer and just left it in the back of my fridge for 2 months until it was actually fall to drink it.
Yeah.
And
I love Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I mean, I'm a fan of beer. I love micro brews. I love all the different kinds of beers. Same as the next guy. But I love Sam Adams Oktoberfest, and I'm so pissed. It should be year-round.
every year I put a keg of that
Yeah.
in my bar in my basement, but unfortunately now I no longer have beer on tap. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone feel for me. I don't have 3 kegs of beer on tap in my house anymore because my cooler died, and I refused after spending $2,600 to try to get it fixed to buy a new one again at $3,400. So
Yeah.
so I no longer have it, but I bought a 12-pack, but I had to buy it in July because it was probably going to be out by
Gone.
August 1st.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to work for Sam Adams, and I'll tell you, the calendar on seasonal beers is the equivalent of the calendar on seasonal decorations in Sam's Club. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I, for one, salute you and the sacrifice you made working at Sam Adams. Thank you very much for your service. I have enjoyed your product many
I worked
times.
for Guinness, Sam Adams.
Oh, and I've enjoyed lots of your products.
Oh, I had a brief stint at Sierra Nevada.
Right.
Yeah, those were my first jobs out of college. Like,
I don't like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. For whatever reason, it's just not
gosh.
something that's good to me. It just turns my stomach.
Sierra is my favorite. You have to like hops, because
Yeah, I guess so.
Sierra Nevada has a very distinctive hoppy flavor.
Yeah, yeah. Not my jam, but
No, but that's fine. But Sierra Nevada is the top of IPAs. But you need to like it, because it's very
you need to like it. Otherwise, it tastes like sweat socks.
Yeah, exactly. You think Sierra Nevada is like I think maple spam is. So.
By the way, the maple spam waffle sandwich is delicious.
Oh my God.
That sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
It does.
Oh, good Lord. When we get together one time, I'll have a Sierra Nevada and you can have a maple spam sandwich, and we can both be happy doing very different things.
Oh my God. See, I can't eat the maple spam waffle sandwich that much because, stuff, but, feel free to knock yourself out on that Sierra Nevada anytime. Jeez Louise. All right, gang. I think we've had quite a hell of a show today. Let's talk a little bit about some DC heroes and villains for just a brief bit, because I want to talk a little bit about the raids over there. What we're doing right now with our alliance boss thing is not a raid. That's an alliance boss. Am I correct in that assertion?
I mean, we do have a button in the upper left corner that says raids, and that one hasn't activated yet.
That's
so
right. Okay.
I'm expecting something new to come along. I considered what we have now is our weekly alliance missions. That is to get the higher level you can against that specific boss. So we're all hoping for something new there, because if there's a button, something's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I'd say we're doing pretty good, since we've only had this is the second boss, I think, right?
Yeah, number 2.
I think we're doing okay.
Yeah.
We're right where we wanted to be. The resources are good. I was expecting them to be a little bit better, those chats to be a little bit better, but once you have a very diversified roster, it will help you bring up the new characters that you will be getting along for the new months. So I'm happy with that. And with every attack, you get those alliance currency, which is very important to get all those rare gears. This was something we were talking about the other day on the server, because people were discussing using gems to summon characters. And at first, I mean, for people starting out, I would say that's a good practice to a certain point, where you have a functional team of 5 different characters. But after that, just save your gems and all the currency you have in the other shop aisles to get those rare mats, because that's going to be the real hill climb. At least for me, it is right now.
Yeah, and I didn't know that before I started, or else I would have, saved all my gems for a far greater purpose than, especially power move gems. Instead, I would have saved them all for gear levels, because once you get up to that gear level 8, boy, is that a hard climb.
Yeah, we're all still learning right now.
Yeah,
so it's okay to make mistakes in the beginning, and that's how we learn. And we're very happy to help everyone that's just starting out and that wants advice on the aspects we can give, of course, because we're all still learning and we're at the very beginning of the game. But so far, I would say the alliance is doing pretty well, and we're all very focused and finally happy to have our favorite characters out. Like me and AB both got Superman same day, so finally, only 3 months into the game, but yay us! It's something to be proud of, because now we have very diverse rosters, and it'll be fun as they release new characters to go with the blue teams and the yellow teams. So I think it'll be important to have all of them ready.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm stoked because I mean I only have 2. You said it, Witty. We got Superman on the same day, but I've only got 2 toons left in the whole game to get, and that's Aquaman and Harley Quinn. So,
I have 5 left.
you have fun.
And I am, by the way, I am on the all-time worst run. I have gone one. Let me just tell you something. And this goes back to what Witty said about spending energy in the right places or resources in the right places. I have gone an entire week without pulling 1 purple 4-star, which means now I have a bottleneck because I can't get people to gear 7 without that resource of additional 4-stars. So I have just been stuck for the last week. I've pulled 3 5-stars and all the rest 2 and 3s.
Yeah.
So that you know, and 2 of the 3 5-stars were guaranteed, by the way.
Yeah.
And they were all duplicates. So I have 5 people left. I still don't have.
Wow. You need some help from RNGesus. I'll tell you that much right now.
And by the way, I've never complained about bad luck in these games. Like, and I'm not even complaining now. Just saying it is.
Oh, you'll get them anyway because let me tell you this: after the new battle pass began and the new season began, the packs were revamped, and I kind of started opening those 10 character packs, and I would get only 3-star characters, not even 4 stars.
Right.
And one day out of the blue, I got 2 5-stars in a row and another one this morning. So it's really random. So you shouldn't be worried because you're going to get them eventually anyway.
No,
and those packs,
the percentages
I'm
are the percentages.
Yeah, and I'm expecting them to rotate the packs more often as more characters are introduced. You can have that huge of a pool to pull the characters from. So I expect them to take some characters out on occasion. So you'll get more luck eventually.
I'm not worried. It's just a bad run. And I almost have my LOD team to all full tier 7. I just have Parasite to go. And I haven't just been able to buy that gear to get him over the line because I have Cersei over the line, all the rest of the LOD over the line, but I just haven't been able to get that final gear piece because I have no resources to buy it.
Wow.
Yeah, and they rotate a lot. Those rare mats rotate a lot, and I think I need 1 more or 2 more for Raven to go full tier 8, and for like 5 days I have no luck in the shop. So it's not just a matter of managing your resources; it's a matter of luck also. So.
What about this Daily Planet thing? I just briefly let's chat about that. You know what I'm talking about? Where it comes up and it says, "Hey, it's a Daily Planet for only $60. You too can own your very own Lex Luthor."
I have no problem with that.
Does it give you a shard? 1 shard of the character?
I think so. I think that's all it is.
No, it gives you 1. If you don't have him, it unlocks the character.
I mean, for that price, if you had fully unlocked and you had all the 5 upgrades, that would be cool for me. But for one shard, it's not enough.
Well, it's
the way I see it.
Would upgrade if you have him already and don't have him maxed out, which not many people have 5 stars maxed out. I'm sure some people do.
I'm missing 1.
Right, that would.
But
max
I wouldn't
him
buy
out
that.
No, but let's say this. Let's say that same sale came up, and it was a Gotham sale, and it was Batgirl. I would buy it to unlock her.
I mean, for that value,
just because it's a favorite character. If you're someone like, someone like a lot of our Superman friends in our alliance that still haven't gotten Superman, and that sale came out, I bet you they'd take it. So I view a sale like that as, hey, offer a new early access $50.
But when he's out of the packs, because you can summon Lex. If you're lucky, you're gonna get him. It would make sense for them to be selling like Raven and Starfire now because they're out of the packs.
Agreed. But I have no problem with them offering. Their sales have been very reasonable, and I don't mind them offering something to people that want to unlock their favorite characters that are having a bear of a time doing it.
There are people that are going to whale out anyway, so that's right up their alley. I mean, the best value they have in the game, it's the battle pass for sure that guarantees you the new character and tons of resources. So
No, absolutely. Like I spend money a lot of times. I buy the upgrade pack. If I pull a new 5-star, I pay $20 and I get 1,500 gems and
I think
immediate.
those make a lot more sense than
Yeah.
this one.
Well, look at the one thing I've learned. Look at the percentages on the sales. It tells you
Mm.
what value you're getting, and it seems to mathematically it seems to be right. Like when you get those upgrade packs, when you pull a new 5-star, it says 300% value. So you are actually like I think this one says like what 160% or something like that. Like look at that value, because I think that it's a good representation of the value on the sales that they give you.
All right.
There we go.
There you go.
I don't know if that helped anyone, but
no, right. No, I think that's a very good good observations. You know what? Look, the bottom line for me is, you know, I don't care who's available in the shop for when, for what, you know, play it for what you got it, because at the end of the day, we're all going to get the characters anyway, you know.
Right.
Patience is a virtue. I suppose that's what I would, you know, follow up with. But what the hell do I know? I'm just an idiot. All right. I think we've had quite a hell of a show today, but I think it's also time for us to think about wrapping this thing up, and let's take it around and get everyone's last word for the day. And we'll start with Kal-El today. We'll start with him, buddy. I'll give you the first shot.
Well, everyone, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Had a blast talking about, nostalgia for the last 7 years on this, the DCL train that we've been on. So I appreciate you guys sharing your thoughts on that and, how we're going to wrap this up with a bow. And then I've been playing H&V for a while. I'm getting my roster there. I still don't have the ins and outs. So once I'm done with DCL, I'll start figuring that out. But overall, it's really appreciated. It looks like, at least the United States government's not going to shut down, which is good. Unfortunately, I have to go to work on Monday, but that's okay. It is what it is. So, work's work, and we'll get it figured out. So, just, again, really appreciate you guys being around. Learned quite a bit from you guys through through both games, and sharing life experiences. And it's kind of sad to say sometimes, but online friends are better than the real life friends, and I greatly appreciate you for it. Thanks.
Well, thanks, buddy. And I think I share the sentiment when I say we all feel the same way about you, pal. You are the shiznit with an extra Z for Zazzle.
AB doing Snoop. I don't expect that.
That's about the whitest thing you've ever heard. All right. Well, thank you very much, Kal-El. We appreciate you being on the show today, buddy. All right. Retpmus, I'll let you take it away, buddy.
All righty. As always, I appreciate everybody, and I have a fantastic time, talking to everyone. And it's just, it kind of like reminds me of the Shazam movie when he hits the table and goes, "It's all about family," and he makes that little statement, but it kind of is. And it's kind of like, this is our own family in a way, it's like, it's kind of like, it's not just like a friendship. It's, we actually care about one another. And I enjoy that. And just want to continue and, keep going that way, keep these going. I mean, we can pivot off onto another platform like we've suggested, just because, the old saying, and it's an old quote, when, one door closes, another one opens, saying, and that's all it is. I mean, it's how life is. Nothing lasts forever, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the road. It just means now it's time to begin a new chapter, in your life. And, be positive about that and be like, oh, okay, well, this next venture might be even better, because you'd never know what's around the corner. There might be some fantastic game that comes out that everybody falls in love with and they never want to stop playing it, and then we have a show about it. So looking forward to that and good times with everybody, and just keep your head up and keep moving. Have fun enjoying, your unlimited resources, and play all the people out there that could never afford to purchase characters because they were on limited budgets and stuff. Now you get your chance to play to your heart's content, you got a full month starting today to do everything you've ever wanted to do in the game and just enjoy the heck out of it.
I agree. Couldn't have been better said. Couldn't have been said better. Either way you want to listen to that, doesn't matter to me. I don't know English good. Thanks, Retpmus. We appreciate it, buddy. All right, Biff, you're up.
Yeah, I want to thank Reddit over the last couple of days, because I decided to dabble back in that after quitting for a few months, and just the utter nonsense you guys put out there is just really fun. Calling out this raid for being laggy and buggy. Thanks. Welcome to the community, twat. Oh my God! As our alliance mate Dr. Slippers said so eloquently, what a fanny. Just people. God, life is about expectations, people. Happiness is about expectations. I think we all knew what we were getting this time, and if you expected anything else, it's a you problem. So, thankful to everyone here, and I'm glad Kal-El joined us, and enjoy the last raid. And just as Retpmus says, this is not our final chapter. You'll still be hearing from us.
Damn
Next
right.
episode, Beer Fest review with AB.
Yeah, that's what we'll do next week.
We can do an episode on that. Let's all set up to watch it and review it.
We did have an Oktoberfest segment on this show, so
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
did.
just want to see how AB figures out the boot. That's what I'd like to see.
How I what? I'm sorry?
No,
The boot.
you'll watch the movie,
watch
you'll
the
get the
movie.
joke.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Sometimes things go over my head, but we'll see.
No, that was a
This is
reference
pretty
to the
obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Biff. And all right, Witty, you get the final word.
yeah, there's not much left to say. I mean, we're at the end of a road, and it's really up to us to make it a good time or not. And the only advice I would give everyone is just to have fun with these last 4 weeks. Use your favorite characters. Mess up with characters you would never had played unless you had purchased them right now, and just put some awkward comps out there. Try something new. Hang out with your alliance mates, because some people will not stick around for the new games and might not hang out on Discord as much after the game's gone. So these last 4 weeks are gonna be it, and just make the best of it. And that's it.
Thank you very much, Witty. Well said. And that is going to wrap us up. We want to thank all of you for taking the time to be with us today. Get on our website, atlantisafterdark.com. Grab some cool swag from the merch store. Get on Discord, talk directly with us, and then hit that subscribe button, because you know you want to. For Biff, for Witty, for Retpmus, and Kal-El, we'll see you all right here next time for another fabulous episode of Double AD. So long, everybody.